What's up guys, Preston here with Your Guy Drainage, and in this video I want to talk about the best markets for running a drain cleaning business. Like what are the best, cities or best areas or best, land areas to run a drain cleaning business. And so I'll just get right into it. So, every city, every countryside, every, area is going to have drainage issues, but there's specific areas that will have more drainage issues and have more drain cleaning work than others. And so I'm going to talk about them. There's a handful of them. The first one is areas with lots of trees. One of the main reasons that you get lots of sewer backups or lots of drainage issues is areas with lots of trees, right? Because the trees, they love shit, right? Trees love to grow into sewer lines because poop and water run through the sewer lines. So that's basically fertilizer for the trees, right? So if you're in an area that has lots of trees, then there's going to be more chances for those trees to grow into the sewer lines and break them and clog them up, right? There's a reason that the biggest drain cleaning companies are called Mr. Rooter, Roto Rooter, or anything Rooter. Why do they call it Rooter? Because roots grow into the sewer lines. So that's their whole brand, right? Is Rooter. We'll rooter out the roots, right? Like that's kind of their whole brand. And so trees are the most common reasons for sewer lines to back up because they'll break into the system, or if there's a crack in the sewer line, the trees will start growing in, and that's how they plug up. It's the most common reason, right? So any area with a lot of trees is going to have more problems and more drainage issues. So I live in Vancouver, BC, and this is a rainforest out here. You can see in the background, you can see all the trees and stuff, right? I live in a rainforest. It's actually raining right now. And so there's a lot of drainage issues in this area. And I'm not saying if you live in an area with little trees, you're not going to be able to run a successful drain cleaning business, but it is a factor on how much drainage work there is. So that's one thing, an area with lots of vegetation, lots of trees, they're going to grow into the drainage systems and create a lot of business for you. Another factor that can affect a drain cleaning business is an area with lots of flooding, right? So if you get in an area with lots of rain, lots of storms, then houses need storm drainage systems, right? They need perimeter drainage, they need lots of storm drains to collect all the water from the rainfalls, right? So if you're in an area that rains a lot, again, you can see it's raining outside. The rain can cause lots of flooding, so homes need drainage systems to protect their houses from flooding. And so you'll get a lot of work with drain tiles, storm drains, perimeter drainage systems. So that's another factor, right? Again, do you need a place that rains a lot? No, you don't, but it is another factor that determines the market conditions. The third one is places that have poor soil conditions, right? So areas that don't have compact soil, because soil will, if you have movement, right? Because soil settles, right? So some things that can affect this is places that go from hot to cold, because the temperature in the ground freezes, then it warms up and contracts, then it freezes, then it warms up and contracts. And so areas where you have lots of temperature changes can affect the soil conditions and affect settling in the soil, which affect drainage systems and creates breaks and settling and all that kind of stuff. So soil conditions and temperature changes can affect the drainage systems and break them. And then another factor, which I know is true, is recently out here, we just had a few months ago, we had a mini earthquake. We don't get a lot of earthquakes out here, but we had a mini earthquake. And I noticed that after that mini earthquake, we had a lot of utility calls for either sewer backups and broken water lines. We do trenchless water lines. It's the only service outside of drainage that we do. And we noticed a lot of water lines broke in that time frame because the ground shifts during the earthquake and it messes up all the utilities, right? So if you're in an area that gets a lot of mini earthquakes, or you're in an earthquake area, that will for sure mess up underground utilities. So there's a lot of different factors. This is, I'm not saying you need I'm not saying you need all these factors to run a successful drain cleaning business, because every city has tons of drains that are going to plug up regardless. But these are factors that will increase the demand for drain cleaning services. And then some other things that you can factor in would be, you definitely want old infrastructure, right? You want cities that are old, right? Some cities are newer, right? Like you go to, let's say, hypothetically, I'll just say Dubai. Dubai is a new city, which means it's all new construction, right? So if you live in an area where there's lots of new construction and new home builds, and lots of the homes were built in the 2000s, then you're going to have a lot of newer homes that aren't going to have drainage issues, right? You have to think about the lifespan of a drainage system. The lifespan of a drainage system is about 50 years, right? So you want old homes. You want homes, you want areas that have really old homes or old infrastructure, because water eventually destroys everything, right? Like nothing lasts forever. And so you want areas that are very old, because the infrastructure is going to be failing, and that's going to create more drainage calls for you, because the drainage systems are going to wear out, they're going to crack, they're going to break, they're going to shift. So the older the marketplace, the better. So if you live in an area, you know, every city is going to have areas that have new construction and some that have older construction. You want to target the older places. You want to look and find the data and target the homes that have older infrastructure. So that's another market condition. Trying to think if there's anything else here that I can share with you that I think can affect it. You know, that's pretty much all I can think of. But yeah, so those are all things that will affect the demand for drainage. We got weather, rain, we got roots, so lots of trees, soil conditions, you know, areas that have you know, bad soil conditions where the ground settles, and then obviously old infrastructure. So all those things will affect your drain cleaning business. Again, if you don't live in an area with these factors, I don't want you to be scared. You're still going to have lots of work, but these definitely help. It's like a cherry on top. But just remember, every house has a drainage system. Every house has a drainage system. Every commercial building has a drainage system. Every parking lot has some sort of parking lot storm drainage system. Like everywhere around us has drainage systems, right? So, you know, the market is big. You know, there's opportunity everywhere, but I just thought I would share an insight with you guys on what I think is some of the best market conditions for a drainage business. So yeah, that's my rant for today. I hope this is insightful for you guys. It's just something that popped on my mind while I was driving here. So let me know what you think. And again, guys, I know some of you are commenting on my videos, but you're not telling me what kind of information you want. I am going to start putting on a GoPro and making some videos for you guys, but I do want to know what you're interested in particularly. So if you comment below, let me know, and then also subscribe. If you're not subscribed, make sure you click the subscribe button. I'm just going to keep sharing useful information when it comes to the drain cleaning industry. So make sure you comment below and just tell me what you're interested in learning, whether it's marketing, whether it's how to use equipment, how to sell drain cleaning services, you know, all these kind of anything related to the business. So I'd love for you guys to let me know what you want. So anyways, this is Preston. I'll talk to you guys later.